Yo. How's everyone doing tonight? Everyone doing tonight so far? We are live. We have been for 4 minutes now. We're making sure I find out some things for y'all can see my lovely face. How's everyone doing tonight? Just lovely Wednesday evening, August 23rd. Got a nice little subject matter for y'all tonight. How's everyone doing tonight? The screen is bright white on my face. I don't know why these songs aren't working. That is very frustrating, man. Working one day and then they stopped. Gotta love that. You got to love that. Really, man? You really got me having to do this all over again? So dude got those on there. Give me a brief second. I'll be with y'all in a second. This stuff is just very annoying. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. It remains to be seen. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. That's the one thing that's frustrating about Spotify is that it never be right. It will never be right for some reason. Oh well, let me look at these chats, see if y'all got any. No? Dun 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 dun. How's everyone doing tonight? That's good. Hopefully it doesn't blink out or something random like that. Oh man, I'm so tired. But when am I not tired? I never get enough sleep. Gotta get used to the mic being right here. So used to being attached right here, they're coming across, but I really didn't realize the mic is blocking half my face because it's coming across here. So put it right here, so come across here, so it's less of my face. Slight upgrade in production quality, you know. Gotta enjoy the little things. Always yawning. It was like earlier today I yawned at least like I yawned like was it yes? Yeah, it was earlier today this morning. I've been up since like 5:30 this morning because of work. Wednesdays I go to work early and fucking it was like a 10-minute span when I yawned at least like 20 times. It was insane. I'll be so tired, bro. I'll be in the middle of like a half an hour workout. I'm like half an hour into a workout and be yawning. I'm just like shaking my head, yawning. I never get enough sleep. Best in Plays, what's up? How you doing, homie? It seems like it's just me and you right now. The first person to chat. I'm in live for almost 12 minutes now. You're the first person to chat. Shout out to you. Welcome back. Welcome back. As I play it around with the music audio for y'all. It's still so loud for me though.
You are no wizard.
Huh. I don't know. I truly don't know. I can turn that down a little bit more. So be less peaking. I still trying to finalize some things for the live streaming. Where I could change that stuff or some of the other things. I don't know. Yo no sé. Yo no sé. Best in Plays. All I gotta say is COADM. So, had a good concept of an album, but some of the songs were hit or miss. We're gonna be talking about that. We definitely gonna be talking about that in some way, shape, or form. This album is highly critical and is a mystery to many people, especially over the last few years as time goes on. And I think the perspective of it has yet to change, even 4 years down the road. We'll definitely get into that in the next few minutes now as people slowly roll in, get their chats in, whatever the case may be. Man. see. See if that'll play that after this. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, we'll get best in plays. Be back. Alright, heard that. I'll definitely get the subject matter started. I don't want to wait like a half an hour like I've been doing the last few streams to get into the subject matter. It was like 45 minutes and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get into the topic of the of the whole live streaming. Yeah, there goes another yard. Just coming in for no random reason. Hey.
Shout out my boy Rumble on the beat.
Oh, it's actually playing that now. Nice.
We just having fun, but I gotta go see.
Nice.
Shout out to Rumble on the beat. I never mumble on the beat. Sit looking to retreat. Fuck defeat. I found this instrumental in the beat submission. Cooking ain't no kitchen. Having fun with this freestyle. Meanwhile, Brit just called me. Gotta take the baby on a walk. That's my child. Yeah. I'm feeling good on my vibe. I don't give a fuck. Shout out to Wireless in the chat. $9.99 for the sub. Suck my dick.
$10 for the Discord. People going crazy. Absolutely insane.
Sell shirts for $35. Y'all ain't mad.
Never complained about that. I mean, I think the most expensive thing he ever sold was the tit spacesuit, and then that's like, I think it was like $250. I know it was at least like 180-ish. Yeah, I think the spacesuit was like $250. And you'll see them some people wearing them at the concerts. I don't know how they do it. I know they be blazing hot in that motherfucker. Oh yeah, let me bring that up so I can be prepared for that. We better get into this subject matter soon. Yeah, almost 20 minutes in, not too bad. You know, the previous streams was half an hour getting into the subject matter.
WDIC 105.79, and I'm just letting y'all know to keep it on. We got some crazy weather conditions out there in the satellite structures, but everything's gonna be just fine, baby. Keep rocking. Y'all are in the mix with Broomhill Plastic Fork.
Broomhill Plastic Fork. Broomhill Plastic Fork. Goddamn. Lights go green, lights go green, lights go green. How's it going? I've just been yawning all day. Been one of those days, I guess. I took like a mini nap. I took like a 20-minute nap before setting these up for this live stream. I ain't do anything. Alright, at the end of this beat from Peanuts, aka Logic, we get into the subject matter of why Confessions of Dangerous Mind is a bad album with good songs. I can fix that. I'm like leaning over a little bit. I think that's a good sweet spot. Yeah, that's a good sweet spot for the focus. Alright. It's that time. Shout out to the one person that's in here. Alright, you can see the title of this live stream. The title of this live stream is Confessions of a Dangerous Mind is a bad album with good songs. And I wholeheartedly agree with that. I've been saying that for the better part the last few years now. I say at least maybe since No Pressure I might have mentioned this, but definitely I say definitely the last 2 or 3 years or so I've been consistently saying whether it's like a Logic reaction or a Confessions of Dangerous Mind get somehow referenced in some way, shape, or form. I always constantly say Confessions of Dangerous Mind is a bad album that has good songs. This live stream is also inspired by Bryce Fitz. Shout out to Bryce Fitz. Bryce Fitz with a tweet from yesterday. I know y'all can see that just a little bit right there. I can read it off here. It says, yearly reminder that Logic's Confessions of a Dangerous Mind is not a completely bad album. I don't know about him saying it completely, but Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, it's rough, of course. And then he lists off some of the top songs on there. He says, the title track, Lost in Translation, Mama Show Love, Still Ballin', Limitless, Wanna Be, Out of Sight. Wanna Be is interesting choice, and Part of My Ego. And then finishes up saying these are all good tracks, which I agree with most of those tracks he listed. But like I said, Wanna Be, I don't know, Wanna Be is definitely an iffy one. But yeah, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. I guess we could preface it with the plot line with the album. So we get, for the first time ever, we get 2 projects from Logic in 2018. Bobby Tarantino 2 in the beginning of March, and then we got Young Sinatra 4 in September. So the first time ever we got 2 Logic projects in a year. Heading into 2019, we had Keanu Reeves as a single. People were hit or miss with that. Of course, we got the Fortnite bar and Keanu Reeves. A few months later, we get Supermarket, a surprise. We knew that the book was coming, but we didn't know that that we were getting an actual soundtrack for that. So the soundtrack came out when the book came out, and that was more indie, alternative rock style of music from Logic. Maybe people hated it, obviously because it's not Logic rapping on it for the most part. But most people knew what it is heading into it, because Logic preface is saying this is not a rap album, it's not a trap album, whatever the case may be. It's more experimenting, something different. It's a soundtrack for the book, more so. It's not going to be a direct correlation for the most part. This is going to be different, and people hated it and liked it. We also get the title track for Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Was it like a week earlier? Yeah, it was like a week earlier before Supermarket came out. So the Confession, when the title track came out, people started going crazy. People like, this is a great track. This has like Under Pressure vibes, yada, yada, yada. And that's when Supermarket came out like a week or 2 later. Months go by, still digesting Supermarket. Keanu Reeves and Confessions of a Dangerous Mind are singles for the album to come out. And then finally, we get Homicide. We get Homicide a week before the album actually came out. And then leading up, the week or so leading up to it, we get the Hard Knock interviews. Logic saying Confessions of a Dangerous Mind will be a combination. This is where things start to go downhill. This man says Confessions of a Dangerous Mind is going to be a combination of Under Pressure and Bobby Tarantino. People thinking combination Under Pressure and Bobby Tarantino. Under Pressure obviously is most people's favorite album from Logic, and Bobby Tarantino, nice little turn up, nice little trap, nice little hybrid between those. Might be a good time. So the album comes out. We get three singles lean into it. Keanu Reeves, the title track Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, and the Homicide. People like, okay, we can see aspects of Under Pressure, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. We see aspects of Bobby Tarantino, Keanu Reeves, and Homicide. Okay, we can get into it. And the album comes out, and people are just like, I don't know, man, because seemingly so. It seemed like most of Confessions of a Dangerous Mind seems like a Bobby Tarantino 3 before the actual Bobby Tarantino 3 came out 2 years later. But it seemed like more so of a Bobby Tarantino album than a Under Pressure album. And that it was influenced definitely on a track list. So I guess we could open this with the track list of Confessions of Dangerous Minds. So let me bring it up here. Just to bring up the tracks. So we got Confessions of Dangerous Minds, the opening track, Homicide. We got both of those as singles. We got Wannabe and Clickbait back to back. Definitely more trap based, especially with the instrumental and the beats. Of course, we got Clickbait with the bar. As this man said, trying to prove Charlamagne wrong. I'm not gonna repeat that bar. I think y'all know the bar come out. Then we got Mama Show Love, the first half, nice little turn up trap bass style track. One of my favorite tracks from the album. That's a good song on a bad album. Get more into that. Then we got the Show Love second half aspect. Obviously, Logic showing love to all his contemporaries. Next songs we got is Out of Sight and Part of My Ego. More trap bass once again. More so my favorite tracks on the album, especially from the trap aspect. I guess you can say the Bobby Tarantino aspect. I guess you can say from Logic there. The next track we got is for the first time ever a Logic and G-Eazy track coming together. Long anticipated for the better part of 6-7 years at that point. They toured together back in 2016 for end of summer tour, I think what it was in 2016. So that was the first time ever we got official Logic and G-Eazy track on Commando. That track is like, for some reason I don't listen to Commando damn near at all, but sometimes it just be that one time, like randomly every like 3-4 months, every quarter of the year, like once a quarter of the year. For some reason I get one random inspiration to listen to Commando. But Commando definitely not one of my favorites. Next track we got is from out of nowhere, a Logic and a Gucci Mane track in Icy. Once again, another trap track. Going to the next track we got is Still Ballin' with Wiz Khalifa. This is the second collab together for them. More trap bass, more turn up once again. So you can see the continue on trend. There's more trap songs, not less more so the Under Pressure. It's supposed to be getting like the man mentioned, supposed to be getting a hybrid between Under Pressure and Bobby Tarantino. But we get more and more turn up, more so of a Bobby Tarantino album or project on this. So after Still Ball, we get Cocaine. Once again, another trap bass, more turn up style track. Next track we got is Limitless. Limitless has the production style of Bobby Tarantino track, but the subject matter and what Logic is saying is more Under Pressure style. So that's a solid hybrid. That, once again, Limitless is one of my favorite tracks. Keanu Reeves is next. Keanu Reeves is a single, as I mentioned before. The next track we got is Don't Afraid to Be Different with Will Smith, which this track is just not the greatest. Not the greatest. I mean, Will Smith could have done better. I think Will Smith, when he was featured on Jordan Lucas's album for Will Remix, he slid on that. But this is okay. The production is okay. Logic on here is okay. But nothing too crazy with that track. We got Bobby. I am the most conflicted ever with Bobby because the production on Bobby is absolutely insane. Every time I hear Bobby, I'm like, yo, Logic should have absolutely slid on this beat. But we all know what he did with this beat and with his dad on here. It's just not good. Just the lyricism is non-existent. It's just not good. But the production is just so good. Maybe we get like a Bobby 2 or some way, shape, or form, and Logic just absolutely snaps on it for once because the production on Bobby is absolutely insane. But everything else, absolutely abysmal. And then we close out Confessions of Dangerous Mind with Lost in Translation. My goodness, the journey of listening to the entirety of this album, expecting they're gonna be a hybrid of an Under Pressure and Bobby Tarantino, and then leading up to it, we just get like, this is mostly Bobby Tarantino. I'm not really feeling this. Some of these tracks is pretty good. Some of these tracks I'm like, what the fuck? Some of these tracks is like, maybe Once in the Blue Moon. And then we came into Lost in Translation, which is like the most boom bap out like track ever. First half, Logic absolutely snaps a slide. Second half, like I said, is more of the boom bap style. You get like a teaser of the Louis Vuitton briefcase beat tape was supposed to come out that we eventually got from through the Discord now. And then just Lost in Translation is absolutely insane. To wrap out this album from the journey of like anticipated a hybrid of Under Pressure and Bobby Tarantino, where the album is more so Bobby Tarantino, more trap, more turn up, and most of the songs he's like wish was never on there. And then we get into Lost in Translation, which is absolutely insane. And like leading up to that point, after listening to Lost in Translation, I'm like, Lost in Translation is probably one of the best songs he released in years. Just from the bars, the lyricism, the flow, the cadence, etc., etc. It's just like Lost in Translation is absolutely insane. But everything else, he's just like, Lost in Translation washes the rest of the album. Lost in Translation washes Supermarket, even though Supermarket is not a rap album per se. Washes for the most part of Young Sinatra 4. Washes for the most part of everybody. It's like, yo, Lost in Translation goes absolutely insane. I don't know if y'all feel the same about Lost in Translation, but every time I hear Lost in Translation, I'm like, absolutely insane. But yeah, you just look at the track list, you just like, this is so many songs where it's just like worthless, not either worthless or you just don't have the passion for it. It's very once in a blue moon, once a quarter, a random inspiration just to listen to for some odd reason. Just comes out, like I said, mentioned with Commando. Like I said, Commando, for some odd reason, once every 3, 4, 5 months, it just gets in my head like, maybe I want to listen to Commando and just turn up for a little bit and then never listen to it for many months again. That's how I feel with most of these tracks. Like, the only tracks I consistently come back to is the first half of Mama Show Love, because the second on Show Love, Logic just shout out to contemporary. So the first half is very fast paced, a little flow between him and Corday. But the second half, skip, give me that, give me that College Park vibes. It's like at the end of the skit, it's just skip the skits. I skipped the Show Love part. Lost in Translation, I always praise. Limitless, I always come back to. But other tracks, like I mentioned, that I like Confession of Dangerous Mind, Out of Sight, Part of My Ego, Still Balling. I return to those songs sparsely, but Lost in Translation, Limitless, and Mama Show Love, the first half on Mama, I return to for the most part. But everything else is like, meh. Homicide, I did reaction. That's a throwback. A reaction to Homicide. Definitely check that out. With Logic and Eminem. When that song first came out, I was going crazy over that. But after time, it kind of fell off of me. I think Logic could have definitely performed better. Eminem definitely slid on that, but I think Logic could have definitely performed better on Homicide. The chorus is fine, but I think his verses could have definitely done more on Homicide. So that kind of slowly faded away from me and my favorites from Confession of Dangerous Mind. But yeah, like it's a cohesive album. As a hit the mic though, it's a cohesive album. Lost in Translation is just not a bad album. I have it ranked last among all of Logic's albums. He has, how many albums does Logic have now? Like, No Pressure is 7. No Pressure makes 7. Vinyl Days is 8. College Park is 9. So I have Confession of Dangerous Mind ranked last out of all the 9 albums that Logic has. I even have Supermarket above Confession of Dangerous Mind, even though it was right before. I have a Supermarket at number 8. So yeah, this is my least favorite album from Logic because it has a cohesive project. Like, the thing about Supermarket is more so cohesive, you know? It's definitely a more cohesive album where, you know, it's more indie, with a little bit rap, a little bit trap on there, but it's mostly indie, alternative style of music. It was definitely more cohesive. But this album was just all over the place. It was supposed to be a hybrid between Under Pressure and Confession, and a hybrid between Under Pressure and Bobby Tarantino, but it seemingly so was more so Bobby Tarantino. If I had to give it a ratio, it was like 30% Under Pressure, and that might be too high. 30% Under Pressure and like 70% Bobby Tarantino. Was supposed to be, I'll give you a 60-40 maybe, 45-55, 50-50 obviously would be perfect and ideal as a split, but it was more so like 30% Under Pressure. That might be too high that I'm giving it credit for, and then 70% of Bobby Tarantino. So that's one aspect that makes it bad. It's not cohesive. And then most of the tracks, like I mentioned, are throwaways, nonsensical, not unpurposeful, but just didn't really hit the nail on the coffin. And many tracks definitely can be forgettable. Or if they're not forgettable, they could have been improved in so many aspects. So yeah, it has some good songs. Confession of Dangerous Mind, Homicide at times, Mama Show Love, Out of Sight, Part of My Ego is okay. Still Ballin' is okay. Limitless is pretty solid among people. I don't think people give Limitless enough credit. And then Lost in Translation, everyone knows Lost in Translation goes absolutely insane. But it just has some good songs, but cohesive. Is it cohesive? It's just not cohesive enough to be considered a good album. So that is why, hopefully that sounded up perfectly. Hopefully that all makes sense to y'all. That is why I think Confession of Dangerous Mind is an overall bad album, but has some good songs. It has some good songs, just cohesively. It's not that well. Let me see y'all in the chat, see if y'all agree with me, disagree with me, whatever shape may be. Let's go. Let me drink some water because I've been talking for a better part of almost 15 minutes straight now. As I turn this background music back on. Narrator came in here. Shout out to you, narrator. Always showing love to you. Triple A, capital A, and double lowercase a. What's up? He says, yeah, this album was terrible. I haven't went back to it since it came out. Yeah, I used to, like, every time before Logic does some sort of release, whether it's a mixtape or an album, I would go thugh his old discography, but I haven't done that in years. I haven't done that since No Pressure. Maybe Robert Tarantino 3, I might have done that. I don't know, it's definitely been a couple years since I done like a whole playthrough of Logic discography, but yeah, listening to the whole thing, The Confession of Just Mine, I shake my head every time I did that in the past. Overall, it's a bad album. It got some good songs, but overall, as a cohesive album, it's not that cohesive. It's not that good of an album. I don't, Joe Schnick. I don't know what you and Nuri have a beef about. I am still so confused. You say you have information on him, but you haven't said anything about said information. I don't know. It's like you told him about you. I don't even know what you don't even say anything. You say you have information about him, but you didn't say anything. And then you also say Confessions of Dangerous Mind is a good album. Change your mind. Well, you may not agree with me, but as a cohesive album, it's not that good, and also as well, it's just most songs on there forgettable and doesn't hit the nail in the coffin as it should be. As some other tracks definitely hit, like Lost in Translation. What are some of y'all other thoughts? Should try things differently.
Morgan said, "That's gay." They responded, "No, I really think if I did things different, that's gay." And then they imprisoned Morgan for his crimes against the Plushington people. They chopped off his foreskin and fed it to him before decapitating him in front of his longtime girlfriend, Veronica Hildenberg.
Veronica Hildenberg is a wild name. What are some of y'all thoughts about Confessions of Dangerous Mind? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think it's overall good album like Joe Schnick here? Do you think what's some of your favorite songs from it? What are the worst songs from it? I think the worst songs on it are Bobby, Don't Afraid to Be Different. Those are like some of the worst songs of Logic's discography, which is sad to say. Especially with Bobby, how crazy that beat is. And how many songs are like don't return to at all.
Morgan's spirit went to the next realm, where it was released to be reincarnated as a
Plastic spoon.
in the Milky Way galaxy. The end.
Oh, ah. Oh. Damn, 23 years for Puff? God damn. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How long a millennia is? Well, yeah, time that Earth has been around. That's nothing but a millennia. Can you imagine being alive for 1,000 years? Goddamn. Homo sapien. You homo sapien. You just spoon in spaces. Flow. Hey. Super chat myself. No thoughts on Confessions in Dangerous Mind? Roger definitely snapped on these Peanuts songs and beat tapes. I mean, this man, I wonder what inspired him to make a Dead Presidents 3 instrumental, like lo-fi instrumental version of the track, of the production. Definitely fire though. Dead Presidents 3 was definitely one of my favorite Logic songs. I mentioned before I can't make a top 5, top 10 favorite overall track list, my favorite tracks, but I know for sure Dead Presidents 3 gotta be in there somewhere, shape, or form. Whether it's definitely in the top 25, probably top 15, maybe top 10. Where will exactly be, I don't know. Dead Presidents 3 is definitely a banger. J. Cole said he did his best out of between him, Kendrick Lamar, and then of course Jay-Z is Dead Presidents. That's what J. Cole said. He said Logic did the best out of all of them. What are y'all thoughts on Confessions of a Dangerous Mind? Do you agree that it's a bad album? Do you disagree and say it's a good album? What's your favorite songs on it? What are your thoughts? As the music stops and pauses and hesitates, it's trying to deliberate if it wants to play the next track. There it goes. This is a Discord song from Logic.
I'm really happy that I
Discord.
created this Discord and that everybody from all around the world is joining it. I love you guys, man. Peace, love, and positivity all day, of course. We got
Look at a band hammer for all drills. Logic snaps on this. This is a solid song too. He definitely put in effort, because sometimes he'll put out a song like this and just call it a day. He put like a little bridge, a little chorus, a little vibe to it. Freddie Borges says he still spins, I'm assuming Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, every now and then. I rarely do. I pick specific tracks that I listen to. You think it ages well? I don't think. Oh, I forgot to mention about the conspiracy theories. I forgot to talk about how Confessions of a Dangerous Mind was so bad for people, to the point in which people started making up theories that Confessions of a Dangerous Mind was so much a Bobby Tarantino project that people coming up theories that it was supposed to be a side to be coming out, so it was going to be more so Under Pressure side. That's how bad people did not like Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. They came up with theories that it was going to be a side B that's supposed to be more Under Pressure style. Absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
They unite us. It makes us happy every time you write us. That's why we in a
Yeah, that was insane. That Logic subreddit at that time in 2019 was insane, bro. What a time to be in that Logic sub. That's Logic subreddit is kind of how, like, back then it's kind of how it is right now with the Discord, obviously. But man, back then with the theories of the Logic subreddit, yo, those motherfuckers were making up anything back then. That's how much people didn't really vibe it and thought about Nature's mind. It was to the point people thinking that was going to be a side B coming out that's going to be more under pressure style. Absolutely hilarious. Seems like it's just you and me, Fred, here. I'm about to close this thing out in a few minutes or so. It's the last song here. Well, Logic rapped over this beat for the upcoming project that may or may not come out in who God knows how long. But the Maybach music sound effect. Shout out to Rick Ross. Absolute legend. Muckle Merlin. The beat goes crazy, and Logic, I love the aggressiveness and Logic voice on the song. Especially got that raw, gritty micness. I love that raw grittiness and Logic rap like this. They've been doing it a lot more recently on some songs. Not to mention the aggressiveness of voice.
Giving no fucks, but it was the genesis. Waiting for the first of the month and all of its benefits. Like benefits, chilling with meta levels, trying to get richer, rather get richer. Fuck the paper, talking bigger picture, coming to get you. Now let me hit you with that throwback. The illest memories.
I love it. You speeds up tempo for a second and bring it back to the consistent flow you've been doing before.
Was my escape when I wasn't scrubbing floors like Cinderella, no glass slipper. Pass me the mic, I go Jack the Ripper. I'm sicker than COVID-20. Fuck all the money, I'm doing it how I've been doing it. Ain't nobody taking it from me. I grew up 515 miles from 7 Mile, but this beat got me feeling slummy, dummy. Hey yo, I never passed 10th grade, but I still get the rent paid. You fake, I be real like Cypress Hill, word the mugs. You fake motherfucker, I can see through you. My game's strong. You weak like 5+2. Bust through the door, then rush through. Getting this bread, cause the people fuck with it. Your whole shit stare with and feed ducks with it. I make firm decisions like a
legislator. Alligator.
My bank account is greater, but none of the numbers define me. Fuck rap, put it behind me. Don't try me, y'all too grimy. Smoking cigs after dark, call it Nick at night. Spark the blunt, watch the big ignite. Fuck your life. Think you
421 minutes. What's up, homie? How you doing?
Smoking dope like a chimney.
6 is 9.
Flow is so defined. Fuck with us, y'all.
Hopefully, if this song ever comes out, we actually do like a remix version where we actually get Rick Ross on it. That would go absolutely insane. I think Rick Ross would absolutely slide on that beat. That beat goes crazy. All right, y'all. I'm gonna close this thing out soon. Shout out to you, 421 Momentum, as we get the Mama Show Love instrumental in the background here. Probably another beat or two as we about to close this thing out. He says I haven't listened to the Midnight Logic album yet. Been busy with work and helping food. No problems, man. No problem as long as you get the time to listen to the song, listen to the album. Welcome to Forever. Like I said, I think the live stream from, was that last week or the week before? Welcome to Forever. I said Logic's best overall project between all the mixtapes and albums he released over the years. I'd say Welcome to Forever is his best overall project. And then obviously Common Logic Midnight Marauder is the track I believe 420 Minutes was referring to. Definitely one of the best on Welcome to Forever. I think you talk about the song before this instrumental. The song that was before it was a free song that you could look on Logic's YouTube. As you probably just look at Logic like Maybach and the song will probably come up. That's what that song is. And if you're a Logic Discord member, you can also download it through there. But if you want to listen to it on YouTube for free, it is on YouTube. Just I guess type in YouTube Logic Maybach and it should be the first result. Yeah, 421. I knew what you were referring to. Welcome to Forever. And then yeah, the song you're referring to though is Common Logic / Midnight Marauder. Mama, look at me now. Any of y'all got any last minute comments, questions, concerns? But close this thing out relatively soon. Okay, we are not playing the second half of that. I forgot that the version actually included that. Wait, no, what do you? No, you going the wrong way. It's just like you're going the wrong way. What other Confession Stages might be that got saved? Homicide, yeah. I think it's the only other one I got on here. Yeah, and maybe come back for 21 minutes if you comment on this or comment to the Welcome to Forever live stream. What are your takes on the project Welcome to Forever or Midnight Marauder Kamalaja track itself? You need to leave it on this live stream or probably preferably on the Confession Stages, not the Welcome to Forever live stream. The beat on this goes crazy too. Homicide. And then Eminem's part, his team put in like the orchestra. That goes crazy. For 20 Momentum, No Pressure, Vinyl Days. Vinyl Days is a top 3 album for me. So I have it above No Pressure, but they're both highly good. I think Vinyl Days for me is personally just more so what I love from hip hop. Obviously, I said this many times. Vinyl Days got that New York golden era 90s boom bap style hip hop, where No Pressure has that along with mainstream Logic. We got Perfect as I guess you could say turn up Logic, but has that real roundedness. But if I had to give it to Vinyl Days because it's more boom bap traditional hip hop, what's it called, 90s golden era style music, which I always corner and love. And also, I think that's when Logic's at his best, when he's rapping over like a 90s gold era boom bap style beat. So I have Vinyl Days right before No Pressure on Logic's discography and best albums. Yeah, Turn Up Logic is what I refer to when he's on this Bobby Tarantino shit or trap music, the aspect. That's what I kind of think about when I say Turn Up Logic. Because beforehand, Logic sparsely made turn up music before he started doing the Bobby Tarantino series. Because he had like more mainstream type tracks with the instrumentals and stuff. But as trap music started to evolve, it became more mainstream. Back in the early 2010s, people wanted more for that from him. So that's when the Bobby Tarantino mixtape started to come out. Yeah, Logic is definitely inspired from the Wu-Tang Clan. RZA, GZA, Ghostface Killer, Raekwon, Method Man, all of them. ODB, Shimmy on College Park. Shimmy, Shimmy, yeah. Yeah, Rogue One goes crazy. That sample on Rogue One, absolutely insane. Protect Your Neck, classic Wu-Tang. Classic Wu-Tang, Protect Your Neck. Best Protect Your Neck. Any other last minute comments, questions, you got for me for 21 minutes? Okay, no. Crystallia. That's a no for me, dog. Because I'm about to head out, close this thing out. You already missed the subject matter, the topic of the video for 21 minutes, so you can definitely go back and watch that as well. I believe I start talking around like the 20-minute mark into those live stream, which is not bad because the previous time was like a half an hour in. So getting better, getting into the subject matter expeditiously. Shout out to T.I. TIP 24s. That's just how my brothers roll. One of my favorite like early 2000 songs ever. 24s, man. Don't get me started on 24s. Whatever, I can edit that. Comment section. Yeah, let me do that. Timestamp. Live stream topic, I guess. Starts at 20. Let's do approximate sign. Approximately 20 minutes. So I can make note of that. All right. Save that. That'll be in the description for anyone who watches this afterwards. All right, for 20 momentum. Definitely see you on the next live stream. I guess looking ahead, we do have a couple more albums coming out this weekend. It's been officially announced that Drake might be releasing For All the Dogs, might be coming out Friday. So if that does get officially announced tomorrow, I guess, if it does, I'll definitely do a live stream for that. That'll be a good time. The first time doing a live stream to Drake. That'll be my third. Yeah, it'll be my third Drake reaction, because I did Honestly Nevermind, and then Her Loss video did pretty decent. Especially the YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts definitely went crazy for that. That's the one. The first time I started against YouTube Shorts was Her Loss. So yeah, if Drake comes out For All the Dogs this weekend, definitely do a live stream reaction to that. I believe this might be another artist releasing the album. I cannot remember who it is though, off the top of my head right now. But yeah, if Drake doesn't release an album, I'll definitely do a reaction video of some sort, or maybe another live stream coming up. Who knows? It remains to be seen. I'll definitely let y'all know. Y'all definitely will see some more content from me. But until then, thank you for watching. If you like the live stream, please like the live stream. I got more live streams and other videos coming soon, so please, there's no motion screen on here, but it will be an infographic. Please subscribe. I guess that'll be at the bottom underneath the video screen. Please subscribe. Please like the live stream. Push this into the algorithm as much as it possibly can. These live streams doesn't pop off as much as the regular videos do, but if you do, I appreciate the like on here, and I'll definitely see y'all next time, the next live streaming video. Peace.